So originally this video was going to be about the villains, but after designing them and getting them ready for the video, I realised to talk about them to their fullest extent, I'd have to introduce the rest of the main team. Welcome to my void. Today I'm going over the other half of my fan-made precure team, the Starspark Precure. This is the second in a series of videos, and for wider context I do recommend watching the first one. But here's an overview before we get into it. Precure, or Pretty Cure, is a long-running magical girl series, where every season is standalone, apart from certain writing conventions and themes. For this reason, it is popular in the community to make your own fan series, called a fan cure. The goal of this series is to make a season that could be comparable to an official season, like making my own Pokemon region, but with magical girls. Previously, I made 2 cures for the series, Cure Platinum and Copper, along with the series Fairy Gin. These 2 were the cures that start the team, like those of Cure Blossom and Marine, or Melody and Rhythm. But like most modern day teams, as the series goes on, more members are added. These are also known as Sixth Rangers. The term originally came from Super Sentai, as to help with ratings, Toei would introduce a 6th member to the original cast of 5 midway through a season. And while it could be said that Shiny Luminous and Milky Rose are 6th Rangers, I'm talking about cures that join midway through a season rather than the sequel season cures, as they come with their own writing tropes. 6th Ranger cures normally join at the 15 or 25 episode mark. You see, precure seasons have around 50 episodes, give or take, each season being split into 15 episode quarters. The first quarter sets up the base team and their relationship. The second is when the 6th Ranger joins, and the new team's dynamic is established. Episode 25 is normally the first climax and its aftermath, with the last quarter being the build-up and confrontation of the final big bad. While some seasons shift these events to different episodes, this is the structure my season will take on. So without further ado, let's talk about the first 6th Ranger, Cure Cobalt. While every other cure for the team had a solid idea, Cobalt is definitely one of the ones that changed the most from the original 2016-2015 concept. Let's go through her timeline. For the first draft of the series, she was Cure Lead, a Cure Fortune type who acted as a mini-antagonist but saw the new team as incompetent and unprofessional. She was also pink, due to that version of Platinum being silver, and that was as far as that character got, and the 2020 version isn't that better. Cure C's, as in reference to Cesium, was once again a micro-antagonist cure, more similar to Cure Muse. Her identity would be a mystery until she officially joins the group, and once again that's about it. So she basically had a nothing character apart from being a moody cure and ooh, an evil cure, how cool! So I turned her into the most common precure personality type. Cure Cobalt, civilian named Mari, is a student the same age as Percy and June. While I say she has the most common precure personality type, I mean she loves a lot of stereotypical girly things. She loves fashion and likes making her own clothes, along with collecting cute things like toys, figures and plushies, not really caring what show they're from, only that they're cute. She has trouble outwardly expressing her emotions, but underneath what looks like a tough exterior is a girl that is a big cheerleader to her friends and gets quickly passionate about things. Her love for cute things is what causes her to join the team. After finding one of the trinkets, she keeps it, thinking it's a cute toy. And while the main duo becomes friends with her, she finds out what that weird toy actually is. Her civilian design went through a lot of changes. I knew I wanted her to be cool and fashionable, so I tried different fashion trends like punk styling, but after choosing something simple and cute, the character concept kind of fell into place. This love for cuteness is reflected in her precure design, being more akin to stereotypical designs of the series with the big hair, poofy dress and ribbons. To keep this design in line with the others, she's got the poofy sleeves, this time changed with coloured long sleeves that turn into her gloves. The small gold bows of the others are now on her wrists, and her hair also has a gold hair tie. The heart featured on every design is also on her head in a crown-like headpiece. Of course, what isn't one of these designs without some asymmetry? She has mismatched socks, paralleling her mismatched gloves. You'll also notice something new in these designs, a transformation trinket, and with this design done, let's talk about that. This is the Spark Pact, a tennis ball-sized device that's outer rim can be spun. It's half based on a tambourine and half based on one of those spinning bead bracelets. I don't know the official name. So, let's talk about precure transformation trinkets quickly. Transformation trinkets are what lets precures transform, and are different for each season. They normally take the form of something stereotypically girly, the most common ones being compacts, perfume, and yep, phones. There's a surprising amount of precure phones. Most devices are made out of two parts, part A, the main device, and part B, the trinket specific to each cure. And this is because of how the toys work, where you have a main device that makes all the lights and sounds, and then the part that you insert that lets the device know what lights and sounds it needs to make. With this in mind, the Spark Pact works as such. Remember, I'm going to be making something that could feasibly be made. Each cure has a coloured crystal that they insert into the middle of the bow. Like most devices, it uses the pin system. The back of the gems will have a set of pins on them, and they push into buttons on the main device. The outer rim is then spun to quote-unquote generate energy. The spinner is made out of clear plastic with glitter, so it lets coloured light through, and that coloured light changes depending on the cure. So with that tangent over, let's move on to the final cure of the season, Cure Gold. Originally Cure Golden, her concept hasn't changed much since 2016. Like Cure Sword, she's a veteran cure. From the season's quote-unquote Kingdom in Trouble, every season has one of these. And while she's no longer the kingdom's princess, like in her original concept, she's still a great warrior trapped in her own fallen kingdom, until she finds a way out to officially join the main team. This is around the 25 episode mark. The main theme with her design was familiar yet different. She's supposed to be the only remnant of a past team, so her feeling a little bit out of sync with the other cures should be intentional. Though, I still need her to fit in with the rest of the team, as I don't want her to look out of place. This can be seen with her silver accents over gold, as her main colour is gold, her chest being white, and her sleeves being her primary colour, unlike the other cures, and her Pact being in her chest rather than on her side. Her civilian name is Cass, and I wanted her to feel more mature compared to the others, despite being around the same age. Like a wise woman in the body of a 17-year-old girl. She's been a cure for a while after all, so this should reflect in her design. With her outfit, I originally wanted to do something cutesy, like she borrowed some of Mari's clothes. But I felt more of a businesswoman style fit her stoic presentation perfectly. Cure Gold is a 6-ranger archetype seen in cures like Moonlight and Fortune. These cures have been doing their job before the current team was assembled. So, how do you make an experienced cure both feel powerful, but don't make the rest of the team obsolete? So first, you could nerf them. Have their powers have deteriorated over time, and despite having experience, their powers are now the same as the protagonists, and they can grow together. But this kind of diminishes the coolness of having a veteran cure on the team. Another way of implementing this could be giving the 6th Ranger a time limit. Despite being powerful, this power only lasts for a short time, so they can't always come in and save the day. This lets the 6th Ranger be a part of the team, but also allows the rest of the team to grow and improve. This though comes at the cost of stunting the team growth, as the new member might not be able to interact as much with the team. 6th Rangers have been approached differently in each season. Some are the same, of a villain becoming a cure, but the ways that Precure has developed and innovated on the concept is something that I really want to bring to the table. For Cure Gold, I'm still working on how she integrates with the group. I don't want her to feel condescending or aggressive to the cures, but I also want to be a bit of friction that eases as the group gets together to show their closeness. And there we have it, all cures are finished. The team is fully together, and while I do feel like this video is a bit brief, I do want to do ones more exploring character dynamics and potential scenarios. This is more just some little introductions to their designs and personalities overall, than in-depth character studies of this current blossoming potential season. So with the team finished, what's next for the series? Well, as mentioned at the start, and shown in the first design video, we've got the villains video. But that's gonna be a while, as there's other things that I want to work on for this channel. I've got one very big video in the works right now. The script is already about as long as this one was, and there's another small production video I want to do. But after that should be when the villains video comes out, as their designs are done but not polished, and I'm still working out character backstories for them. So, thank you so much for watching.